Well, May is National Foster Care Month, a time to encourage people to become foster parents and to celebrate those who are currently serving as foster parents. And one of them is Stacy Blaylock. You've been a foster parent now for how long?
About 2.5 years.
That is fantastic. And you're also working with recruitment and licensing for other future foster parents. And you're with a group called Samaritas, formerly known as Lutheran Social Services. Okay. Well, we really appreciate you being here to talk about this because I think a lot of people have misconceptions about fostering children. That doesn't mean that you're going to end up adopting them.
That's correct. The goal is always reunification with foster children. It's always, we want to try to give the birth parents a chance to get their kids back if possible. So as a foster parent, you play a vital role in that because you actually can support the birth parents in that and help the kids make that transition well. Whether it's the transition to your house or back home.
And how many children have you fostered?
We've fostered 6 kids.
You and your husband?
My husband and I, yep. So we've fostered 6 children so far, ages 2 days to 4.5.
Over how much time?
About 2.5 years. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And is the time that you foster a child, does it vary widely?
Yes. We do respite sometimes, so those are as little as a couple days, but then we have a couple of kids that we're in the process of adopting, and we've had them for over 2 years.
So you are in the process of adopting.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
It's great. It's really cool to see reunification when it can happen, but it's also, you know, neat to be able to adopt kids because we've, of course, over the course of over 2 years, grown to love them. They're a part of our family and all of that. So.
Well, you know, people often say, you know what, I could never be a foster parent because I'm not perfect. My house is probably not the way it should be. You know, I don't have a proper playroom or whatever the excuse is. What would you tell those people?
I think people eliminate themselves for reasons we wouldn't eliminate them for. So I think that if you are interested, if it's something you've thought about, at least contact us and see if it's something that's for you. You can always attend an informational session. There's no commitment once you attend the informational session. You can just learn more. The big thing I usually see is people are afraid to get attached to the kids because they're afraid they can't give them back.
Right.
And I think it's really important just to remember that what you're doing lasts a lifetime with these kids, and you're giving them something they wouldn't have had if they weren't in your home. So if you can keep your perspective that way and include the birth parents and get to know them, you can actually be happy when the kids go home.
That's beautiful.
So
that really is. What makes a good foster parent?
I mean, someone who's willing to work with the birth family, somebody who's willing to work as a team, someone who loves kids and is willing to put in the work to help these kids adjust because, you know, they've been through trauma. It's rough. Some of the kids do have some issues they have to work through, and others don't have as many, depending on the age and what they've been through, but just someone who's flexible and willing to commit to the kids no matter what.
Well, I tell you what you're doing is changing lives, absolutely. And I understand really quickly the Michigan Teen Conference is coming up?
Yes, it is. It's a way that we empower our teens that are in foster care, and that's coming up at Eastern on June 21st and 22nd.
Fantastic. Well, I tell you what, Stacy Blaylock, thank you so much for being here today and helping support the whole idea of fostering in our state. For more information about becoming a foster parent, you can call the number on the screen there, Samaritas, at 877-464, whoops, and I lost it because they took it down. What was it again? Do you know the number?
You could just go to samaritas.org and look for the contact information for your area.
There it is, 877-464-3264. Thank you so much, Stacey. We do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right.